Hi, welcome to another session in this course. We are going to be looking at three text functions: the concat function, concatenate function, and the text join function. The three functions do the same thing, but we want to see the differences between them. It is important to note that the text join function can only be seen in the Microsoft Excel from 2021 and above. If you are using anything that was earlier, you might not be able to use this function. However, the concat and the concatenate functions are available in all of them, but we are still coming back to that. Now, we have these three texts here: the title, the first name, and the last name. Assuming we are asked to add all of this together in one cell, how do we do that? The concat functions and the concatenate function and the textjoin functions are our go-to tool in order to do this. So let's start with concat. So equals, so get concat. Now, if you can see very well here, you can see that concat is here, and then the concatenate function is below it. And you can see this here. This is telling us that this sign you are seeing under the concatenate function is telling us that this particular function will be removed from Excel in the future. So the concat function was actually used to replace the concatenate function. Very good. So we use the concat function first, and then let me click on it. Good. So you can see it is asking us to put all our text. So I can just say, okay, the first text is this, put comma, the second text is this, put comma, and the third text is this, put comma, in that arrangement. So since everything is complete, I will just put this there and then I will press enter. You can see that all the three texts are now together, but there is a problem. All of them are matched together without a space. How can I go about that? Let's go back. So in between them, I will put a space. So a space, and then put comma, and then a space, and then put comma. So when I do this, you can see everything is together. I can do this. So then we get our job done. Another way to do this is that I can actually remove the whole of this, since I know that all the three texts are going together. So I can just click on this and drag all of this and press enter. If I do that, all the texts are going to be together, but I will still need to edit and put my space in between. So that is why the first method is still a better method, because it will allow us to put space in between. And this is where the text join function comes in. So if I use the text join, so text join, you can see text join. The first thing it is asking me is that what are my delimiters? So when I say, okay, my delimiter is a space. You can see it's a space, and then it is asking, should it ignore empty cells or not? I can say, okay, ignore empty cells, and then my text. So I can pick my text individually, but if I drag like this, if I press enter, you can see, unlike concat that could not put the space in between, the text join has put the space that we chose as the delimiter. And you can see this. So you can see that. So that is why the text join is the latest method, and it is very effective and easy. So assuming I want to combine 20 different texts, I don't need to be putting space in between them manually. I will just assign it as my delimiter, and then I put all the text and we are good to go. So that is why this is better than this. Good. Let's look at concatenate. Concatenate too will do the same thing, but there's only one problem. Let's see it. So let me copy this. Let me cut this. Let me press escape, cut, and then I'm inserting it here. So good. Now concat. So we use concatenate, and then we click on the first, the second, and then the third. We enter, and then we have the same thing. However, if we want to put space in between, I can put a space in between, and then we get the same outcome. So the autofill is not working, no problem. So now we have been able to get the same outcome from this. Now, but the issue with concat is that concatenate. The issue with concatenate is that if I do this and then I click on this and I drag the three like this, like we did for Concat and we did for Textjoin, that it worked. But Textjoin did better than Concat. Let's see how Concatenate will perform. So we did this for Concatenate, we press enter. You can see Concatenate has put each of them in different sets, in different columns. So you can see that those are the limitation of concatenate function. That is why one, concatenate function is going to be removed in the future version of Excel. Two, it has this limitation. So when you want to concatenate your text together, it's better you use the concat or you use the text join function. If you have later version of Excel like 2021 and above, just use the text join. If you don't have that, use the concat function. I think we are good to go here until we meet in the next one.